Good, y'all. Back again. Look at me. Look at me, motherfucker. Look at me. Uh, I really this is freestyle. I'm freestyling right now. So we'll just talk about any and everything. You know, I made a lot of bad choices. Uh thank God it wasn't criminally, if that's even a word, but I wasn't a criminal or nothing like that, but a lot of my bad choices was just food. Um, and I have to admit it really fucked with my my mind, my mental health. Uh, ex- especially when I look in the mirror and you're fat, you're out of shape, you don't feel good. You feel like you just feel like a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and I've tried to lose weight and failed, and I've been losing this war against myself for the most part for most of these last um damn near 6 years. Uh, and yeah, I went down a very dark road. Uh, not I just didn't like my life, and I wasn't working. I'm not working now, but I have to say the ancestors had they have blessed me to be able to you know have a wife that's willing to work while I stay at home. But the thing is, with me staying at home, that doesn't mean I get to sit and chill and bullshit, which a lot of the time, 90% of the time, 95% of the time, that's what I did. I mean, I basically is a fucking stay at home dad. I got way too damn comfortable, but the whole point of me staying home is to get my ass in shape. And I hadn't been doing I work out here and there, but I bullshit, jump on the fucking game. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Watch porn. This this the motherfucking loser. And man, that shit got to me. And around 38, I did end up got a job, and it's a job I had. It was a job I had before, because a lot of during my 20s, in my 20s and my early 30s, I worked, and during that time I was in shape. I I was in pretty good shape. I wasn't as fat as I am today, but uh, I was in shape, and fitness. I love fitness, but I got to a point to where I wanted to gain weight, and I wanted to be swole big. And man, that shit fucked me up. You know, I didn't want to be little. So, I started eating pizza and, shit like that. And my worst addiction is food. I could fucking eat all day. And shit, with my family, like I said, I'm from Kentucky. So, some people be like, well, what does that mean? Well, here in Kentucky, I'm gonna tell you what, if you ain't eating, then people look at you like you crazy. And if you skinny, they definitely look at you like you crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, my granny and her family, it's all about eating. You know, shit, if you go over to their house and they're gonna offer you something to eat, and if you don't eat, they're gonna look at you, as you disrespecting them. So you better eat. And I ain't gonna lie, uh that really hurt me, because I didn't because you just think about feeling good when you eat. It's like it's drugs. When you eat, you feel good. And but what we fail to realize is when we eat, man, eating will put your ass to sleep. And shit, if you eating the wrong shit, you ain't gonna have no energy. You don't want to do nothing. You angry. If you do have to do something, and that ain't the way to live, man. So, you know, um, I'll be 41 in July. And a couple days ago I tipped the scale at 290 at 5'9". That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, bro. Like, yeah, that shit's crazy, man. You don't want to be that big, man. Not at this height. Because, you start a lot of things. It start once you get like that, it starts fucking with a lot of things. And as a man, you know that getting money is that's life for a man. And people say money ain't everything. That's bullshit, because without money, you very unhealthy. Without money, I got kids on top of that. Without money, you can't take care of your kids. So, people talking about money ain't everything. The hell it ain't. It is. In today's world, money is everything. And if you're not getting money and you're not taking care of your family, you start feeling like shit. And you know, and also, the thing too is like, I had kids at an age at 19. My son was born when I was 19. And I worked. I went and got a job and got me and his mama apartment and shit like that, but it wasn't enough. Um, and then for some dumb dumbass reason, after we had split up or whatever, and I was living by myself, and I was like, man, I need a girl and all this crazy shit, and ended up getting with my wife today. And that was really a bad time to do it, because I wasn't making enough money. I had two kids by by the age of 23, and I got married to her when by the age of 29. And at that time, I just, I didn't have no GED. I didn't have any type of education. So the job that I had was basically minimum wage. The highest paid, highest amount I was getting paid was $15 an hour. And with two kids, that's not a lot of money, even at that time. Uh, and then I decided to get her pregnant. And then, I had a third kid, trying to pay rent. And, I was into fitness and all this shit. And it wasn't even fitness. I was just trying to get swole because I was small at that time. So, like I said, I started, bulking up, and that shit fucked me up, man. I bulked up, and I actually ended up losing the weight, but the place I was working at, I felt small. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get big. I'm gonna show these motherfuckers, and I got big, and it fucked me up again. And then she got pregnant again, bruh. Pregnant again. Like I told you, I was only making $15 an hour. I didn't want her working while she was pregnant, so I told her to quit. And man, I put way too much on myself. And then, not only that, my youngest daughter, she was born with a lot of health problems. So now, I done gained all this fucking weight, feeling like shit. My daughter's got health problems. And I just put myself in a bad hole. Notice I said put myself in a bad hole. And a deep hole. Pause. But, I had to realize, like, okay,